Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 1731 East Main Street here in Hillsboro. We're located at the front of the home. We're just off to the right of the front doorway. We have a 4-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running, and I'll zero out the camera length counter right at the base of the cleanout, and I'll refer to that spot as the point of access. Here we go. And it looks like it just switched over to cast iron pipe there a moment ago. We gotta take a good look at it though to make sure that's what it is. Yeah, this is definitely cast iron pipe. Sometimes you can get concrete that will look a little like cast iron. This is definitely iron pipe here. I get hit some standing water there. And we'll let the line drain out completely at the very end so we can have as good a look at everything as we can. And we'll check this spot out here on the way back once it's all drained out. Alright, here at 64 feet, we have reached the main lateral. Line does a straight shot out here to Main Street. We're going to let the line drain out here for a few minutes before reeling back. It looks like we have it's a washing machine discharging here. We'll let that fully drain out by the time we assess the belly in the line. That's the main reason for getting it drained out, so I can see how much standing water is truly there. Alright, at this point here, all the water's done running through the clean out, so it should be drained out fully here in just a second. There's a fair amount of gunk that's built up in the line. You can see all that debris that's sloughing off the sidewall there now that my camera's gone down. I recommend hydrojetting the pipe to get all that buildup removed from the sewer line. What can happen is that stuff will slowly slough off, and it sloughs off in a big chunk. It can clog up the sewer pipe. That, and it makes it harder for stuff to go down line in general. It looks like our belly ends here right around about 37 feet out. And again, the line is completely drained at this point. So whatever water we have here now is standing water. We're going to shoot back out here. I apologize, I'm not sure what inside keeps running little bits of water here and there, but Anyway, our belly starts here at, you can see where the pulling begins here at 29 feet. Now, right here at the first half of the belly so far, we've got half to 1 inch of standing water. This is where it tapers off here. Now, I'm going to locate and mark this. I do recommend it be repaired. About the first half roughly has 1 inch of standing water. The last half is around 1/2 of an inch. It's at 3/4 to 1 inch of water for about 5 feet is where you generally start to see debris buildup. And cast iron is rough on the inside, not unlike plastic, it's smooth. So it's more prone to stuff collecting in it anyway. So this is a situation where I do recommend it be repaired to reduce or eliminate the potential for debris to build up here and cause a blockage. Obviously, these things can be lived with. We don't have 3 or 4 inches of standing water here where the pipe is totally full. So, I mean, if you're being really careful as to what goes down the line, making sure that folded toilet paper is the only thing going down the toilet, and then, you know, not putting tons and tons of food down the disposal, avoiding cooking grease from going down the sink, those things will keep this belly here relatively clean. Folded toilet paper and regular food down the disposal are going to shoot through this spot without too much issue. It's your other stuff like paper towels and cooking oil and tampons and stuff like that. They're going to hang up in a spot like this really easily. Alright, due to the busyness of the street here, I'm not able to spend much more than about 5 seconds at a time out in the street locating, so if you have to dig this up, I would recommend calling for locates. But I just marked there that at 37 feet out, we are out in the street on Main Street, just before the center divider. I do have a picture I've taken. It's the basically the location without being able to get accurate depths, but at least gives an idea of where it's at. The whole belly is out in the street, starts just past the street curb, and extends about 7 feet or so, 8 feet out into the road. Again, I recommend a repair here. Again, this is not the most significant belly in the world, but it is right at the point at which I'll start seeing debris collect in a line. Once you get around 3/4 to 1 inch of water, or 1 inch of depth of water running for at least 5 feet, that is where I generally see debris build up in sewer lines. Now this is kind of right at that breaking point here, so if you decide to live with the belly, just make sure just to be careful as to what goes down the sewer line. And I would do a hydrojet regardless to get the line cleaned out, whether it's repaired or not. It needs to be jetted to remove the grease buildup. But I would rescope the line in 1 year after moving into the home to get a baseline for what it looks like after living in it for a year, because every household is different. Putting different stuff down the line, there's different amounts of people. That will give you an idea if the way that you're living is causing any concerning amount of debris buildup to occur there. And from that point, if you're not seeing a whole lot, you just keep on going and maybe rescope 2-3 years after that, and that way you can get an idea of how everything's flowing through there. Sometimes you have to do regular cleaning in situations like this. If you're being careful as to what goes down the line, more than likely you're not going to have to do that, except for maybe every 5 years or so. Currently, we do have adequate flow to the main lateral. Not good flow because of that belly. The line is functioning at this time, but is being hindered by that belly there and is at risk for debris buildup to occur, and then obviously a blockage to follow that. But the pipe itself appears to all be in good condition. I didn't see any separated joints, any cracks in the pipe, anything like that. So the pipe is still in good shape. It's just settled there a little bit. So, and if you do any drain cleaning or repair work, always do a rescope afterwards to make sure that it was either cleaned out correctly or repaired correctly and all the standing water was taken care of.